In 3, 2, 1.
And we're back with a completely inappropriate podcast, Mr. Frank.
Yay.
Hello. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there. This is a completely inappropriate podcast. You can find us on Instagram at completely inapt. No, that's Twitter.
Inappropriate. Twitter is completely inapt. I got this.
Instagram is CI Podcast. Podbean is cipodcast.podbean.com. And iTunes, baby. Search completely inappropriate on iTunes.
Oh, look, she's so pretty.
Oh, now Mr. Frank is fascinated with these females on our Instagram page.
No, these are friends.
Just fascinated with females in general.
No, these are. Well, you're not wrong. No, these are just the people our.
Oh, we can do this, by the way. Let's kick
podcast follows.
I think we got just enough room to for this.
Coincidentally, mostly women, but no, they're people I know. They're friends. They're people I support because I'm pretty supportive. I don't know if you've noticed.
You're just trying to support their.
Yeah, and then no.
Trying to hold up their tits.
No, I'm
so
fucking.
They can wipe the sweat underneath.
No.
You're just a perv, just like the rest of us. Don't act better than me.
No, but no. The thing is, like I tell them, fucking. I was telling them about the podcast way before it fucking happened, because we didn't know it was gonna be this much of a hassle. I was.
Oh yeah, you expected it to be up within like 24 hours of us talking about doing a podcast. So, like, we have to record something first. It might help to have something to actually edit.
Yeah, and then I was telling them, the what a great fucking support system. Fucking allow me or
social media.
Let me I'll support you by you allowing me. Or what was it? Yeah, allow me to support you.
You got to share each other's fans.
Yeah, so then have them over for the podcast, fucking talk about their projects and fucking what they do, and then carry on from there,
Carry on my wayward son.
Yeah, it's a fucking support system. Fucking,
so you want to be
stronger together.
You just want to be their bras is all. You just want to support them. No matter the exertion involved. Okay. We'll go with that. You're such a person.
one of the people that the podcast follows is my old CO, fucking Captain Chontosh, or at least he's probably not a captain anymore. He's gonna fucking probably have me pushed. But
I wouldn't know.
No, he has a fucking podcast. I think it's called Crooked Butterfly. That's why his fucking Insta is tosh.crookedbutterfly.
You're making noise with your foot there.
I'm making noises with my
Worse than a cat walking around. I was doing that right before we started recording, man. I had 2 eggs for breakfast with a cup of coffee. Man, that was just a shitstorm waiting to happen.
Huh. That's more than I had for breakfast the other day. What was it, Friday?
What'd you have today? Today matters.
Today I had a fit. No. I was amazed with myself. I do that sometimes. I'm like, wow. I'm even feeling too lazy to go fucking speak to someone. Because my alarm didn't go off, but my natural alarm had me up at 7:30.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't the speaking, it was the traveling to get here.
Yeah, it probably was. But no, it's not even that much, because it's just down the fucking highway.
I don't think people care too much about our geographical location on a map.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Or our travel time. Let's talk about what we didn't get to
I was telling you about my old CO, fucking... Brian Chontosh. You should fucking look into his fucking Instagram.
Chief officer?
No, last I interacted with him he was
what is
captain.
CO?
So CO is commanding officer.
Okay, commanding officer.
So I was commanding officer of my company, or the company I was in back in Fox 25. But yeah, you would get a kick out of his fucking Instagram because he posts a lot of fucking, mostly fitness. But every now and then he'll post about his fucking hunting adventures and fucking walking down the street, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, I was all into fitness last year. Now I'm just all into this audio quality.
You should look into it.
So let me start off by saying I do apologize for our last podcast. I thought I had all the levels figured out. Turns out I did not.
It's a learning experience.
It's all a learning experience. Hopefully we've got it nailed down now. We'll take a little break in a little while just to check that, make sure that we're not wasting our time here. But it looks from here as if the levels are maintaining pretty well. We're not popping the P's a little too high like we were before. Actually, it was when we were coming into our speaking that it would just pop real high. Had to mess with that, but...
We are speaking into socks.
Oh yeah, and we got socks now, our very elegant, small
Low budget, high quality,
Low budget,
right?
Black socks. Yeah, well, learning experience, like I said. We'll figure this out eventually.
We'll get there.
So, last episode we were discussing as much as we could about you. I know it's never quite enough about you for your preference, but we'll talk more about
I'd love
you
for us to
eventually, don't
dive
worry.
into fucking your story, but you're like,
We'll get
no,
there.
it's
We
too
gotta
soon.
ease in. We gotta ease into stuff. I'm way too dramatic.
People have to know about their home.
I know, but you're a lot better about like not calling particular individuals out, and I'm very, very
Okay.
particular about the people I have issues with.
Yeah, like how I had to turn it around fucking on the first podcast when you started opening about your ex, who was my friend, and I was like,
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah!
So we're in the personal part of this podcast. We're gonna try and get away from personal a little later, but as long as we're here, so are you and her still in contact? Is this still a friendship?
Kind of, like, yeah, I have her on Facebook, but she wants to, cause you know me, I'm always a fucking idiot,
Yes.
even on purpose. And she
I mean,
fucking,
there are just some people that are just toxic, man. If she was toxic, she was that way for me. She seemed to be
well,
a
the two
decent
of
friend.
you were in a
a
bad place
Well,
at the time.
I thought we were in a good place. I thought
That's usually
I
how
was trying to get in a better
end up
place,
in
and she
there.
wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, neither
but-
of you were. But anyways,
I mean, it was only after that I started fucking going crazy.
yeah, but anyways, no, yeah, she fucking, on one of my fucking posts, she tells me, she's like, stop commenting on my post, and I'm like, fair enough. So I did.
Oh yeah, that's a friend.
No, because I would put
Stop
stupid
commenting on my posts.
shit. Yeah, because I would put stupid shit, like fucking, I don't know, because you know me, I'm mostly penis jokes.
Oh man, but
Right?
for somebody who's
So
so
then- and
anti-government
she
and
has
anti-being
kids.
told what to do, it's
She has
like
kids, and she most likely has fucking family following her too, or fucking friends there too. They put fucking, if it wasn't something satanic, it was something about a fucking penis joke or.
well,
fucking,
you
know.
gotta respect the people that.
Yeah, but fucking.
I mean, it's
I
not
know
like
no
it's not. I
bounds.
mean, I'm a little salty towards the history, but I wouldn't go like if I ran into her on social media, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, you fucking cunt, you ruined my life." Like, no, man,
Nah.
we weren't meant for each other at
Or
all.
call it just fucking wrong timing.
College, I was in college.
Call it wrong.
Oh,
timing.
call it wrong time. No, it was just a bad match.
Yeah.
It was just a match that was fun, and it got me out of another match that was wrong.
Like
at
with
the
me
time.
and the girl of the time. It was, and then you know what fucking sucked is that they were both fucking BFFs.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
They were
like
all
when
friendly?
we would get together, right?
I hung out with you guys like twice. We didn't know. We
four of
still
us.
we haven't known each other until a week ago when we did our first.
Yeah,
episode.
and I'm like, you're my friend, and you're right here, buddy with her. I'm like, what the fuck? I tell her when fucking
To be fair, you were doing the same thing with me though.
yeah,
I was going over once we broke up. I still went over to your place.
yeah,
a
but
couple
we weren't
times.
sisters. Like, well, yeah, I guess I can give her that.
Are you gonna have
she
to cut
was-
that out? You're gonna have to cut
maybe,
that out.
I don't know. No, but fucking no, yeah, I guess I can give her that because after me and this chick fucking split, yeah, she didn't go around fucking hang out with her.
Yeah, I needed to separate too. I just didn't want to. Well, I ended up moving in with her friends for like a month or two.
Yeah,
Lord, I can't remember their names, but they got
probably
mad because
shouldn't name drop them.
I don't know their names anyway. I don't
Okay,
remember.
good.
But so I went to live with a couple of her friends who had a roommate move out, and it was a boyfriend-girlfriend thing, and they were on the rocks like immediately as I walked in, and I told the guy, hey man, I'll support you either way. But one day, like after I broke up with her and I moved in there, I had started drinking, and so I was an immediate drunk. And I walk in at like 11 o'clock at night, and there's a apartment filled with like 4 or 5 people just sitting on the couch watching TV. I'm like, hi. Like I walk into my apartment, you know, that I'm splitting with these 2 people. Where are my roommates? And they're like, they're in the bed sleeping. They're like, with a house full of people that, you know, I don't know. I wish I would have been at least told that there'd be a house full of people when I got home with nobody. And I get it that they were friends, but that doesn't change my personal experience in that situation, right? So I walk in and I'm like, they're in the bed? Okay. I'm like, well, fuck it. I mean, if y'all gonna break things, I guess it's their stuff to break.
Yeah.
Like, I said it kind of like half-assed, just drunk, grabbing beers from the fridge and walking back out to go to a party that I was going to. And the next day they're like, dude, do did you tell our friends that they could just like break up the place and smash up the place if they wanted? I was like, no, man, it was a house full of people I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on, and there was no owner of this actual place in the presence of all these people. Like, I just moved in. I have my gun in the other room. I got my computer in the other room. I've just got to trust that all these people that I don't know aren't going to go into my room randomly. Like, it was an odd situation for me, and they had no respect for the fact that I was in that position where I was uncomfortable. So they, like, immediately the next day said I had to move out. And then, like, I had, like, no electronics in my room other than my laptop. I was never home because I was working all the time. And they're like, well, before you take all your stuff, you're going to need to leave something for collateral so that we know that you're going to come back and pay the electricity bill. The electricity bill was like $300.
They just kicked you out.
$300 for an electricity bill that I was there maybe like 2 hours a day and slept at. So I wasn't burning up any fucking electricity. At most I should have paid like $50-$60. I mean, I run an entire apartment here for me and my family. For me and my family here, and I don't pay more than $120, $130.
I hope that wasn't in there. But no, they just kicked you out. Why would you
so
collateral?
So they're like, so I left because I'm like you. Like, if I say I'm gonna pay a bill, I'll pay half. It doesn't matter if it makes sense. I'm gonna pay that fucking bill.
Yeah, that's what I had.
So I left in my rifle. I was like, here's my rifle. You know, I'll come back for it. I brought the money back the next week. But that day they were like, you're gonna have to move out. We'll give you a week to move out. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I called my buddy, and he had a couple friends over. They're like, hey man, can you bring your truck and help me move home? You're like, oh yeah, right away. And that was the beginning of the Vato Rangers. There's this group of 3 other guys and myself just moving in, kicking open the door, and fucking just getting all my shit out of that apartment within like an hour, and just moved back home in one foul swoop. But yeah, the majority of my problems at the time was just shit I did after breaking up with her. Like,
that was just a matter of fucking.
It was just compounding interest of just shit going on in my life at the time. Started this whole. Ooh, hope that burp didn't make it into the mic. I was facing it directly.
Yeah.
But so that was my immediate history following that. But I mean, the only saltiness I had was that I thought I was in love. Turns out we weren't, and my lust broke my heart. Yeah, that's how most bad relationships end up. Like, if you're not meant to be, if everything's going south, you're probably only in it because the fucking is real good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happened with your girl in the end? Like
that other chick?
Yeah, are we gonna get into the drama?
Well, there's a lot of fucking drama to dive into, but fucking keep it short, man. It's just fucking. I don't know what to say. Like, it was, it came to a point after you and her broke up. It came to a point where I realized, I'm like, you know what? This isn't love. It's probably just lust. And then years later, I realized we were just in a bad place, you know, and we fucking wanted the same thing, but fucking in a different way.
Part of being in a bad place is also being with the wrong personalities.
Like, see, the kind of person I am, the last time we split, fucking before that, because we had agreed, we're like, yeah, we're gonna turn our lives around, we're gonna fucking be there for each other, right? Fucking, so let's go to church. I think it was Thursday.
I did that whole thing. We went to, because she was a Jehovah's Witness, so we went to the meeting. I love the way they do the meetings. The Jehovah's Witness meetings are great. I mean, their belief structure is no better than any other religion, in my opinion. It has its holes and its flaws that are just completely impossible to maintain, but, you know, it's about what you take.
I was saying, yeah, so then we had agreed that we were going to help each other fucking through this hard path.
Work through our issues.
Yeah, that we're going to be supportive, and her tia was the one her aunt was the one that kept suggesting, you should fucking go to church, whatever fuck. So we agree, like, yeah, well, let's go to church Thursday. And then later on that day, I don't remember what happened, but she was like, you know what? That's it. Fuck you. This is fucking over. Que la chingada. Or, you know, whatever the fuck. And I'm like, oh. And then the following fucking day, I fucking text her. I'm like, are we still going to church? That's what kind of person I am.
I
like,
know.
we had agreed,
My ex
let's do this.
before your friend, it was like the same story. We were together 3 years. We broke up, and then we were like, well, let's try and fix it. And we started going to church, and we went to her cousin's house, whose parents were like counselors or whatever, couples counselors. We had a conversation. And then she like wanted to continue going to church. I was like, this is foolish. Are we going to work on the relationship or work on our religious beliefs? Like this isn't working on ourselves and our problems. This is working on your faith issues.
Well, the thing is that religion
and
is,
everybody
is
expects it to.
it's a state of mind. It's a mentality. It's a
It's
way of thinking.
That's where the benefit comes in. I
Yeah.
think is when it can bring you a peace of mind and a realization that this is life and you have no control over certain things. And people can't understand that you don't have control. Something has to be in control. Chaos cannot reign. So we come up with things like gods and deities in order to appease our scared little emotions that we, in the end, we're just in a giant marble flying through space. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
So you end up with this female going a little extreme, don't you?
Oh yeah, it got bad. The thing is,
I mean, what led to the?
Okay, the thing is, like
Issue.
at first I was like, nah, go away, because when I met her, she was 17.
Whoa!
Yeah, and I'm like, nah.
Well,
go
legal in
away.
Texas, though, right?
Apparently.
Yeah, like
But,
consenting adult. And
at the time, I didn't.
I think
know
it's
that.
16 either. I mean, it's 16 as well if the parents are okay with
Yeah,
it. I think
some-
it's
some
still illegal.
bullshit.
Like, there's some weird loopholes over being
Yeah, and
curvy in this world.
I met her downtown at a fucking club, and she was 17, and I'm like,
Now, that's
lady, get away from
9
me.
females out of 10 at these
And then-
clubs here.
Yeah, and then
I say that as if I ever went to any. I've been to maybe 2 clubs one time in my life here in Bell.
and then what happened? Yeah, and then like about a week or so later, she fucking hits me up when I'm with my boys at something stupid. Oh, it was a fucking one of the Mexican comedians that was in town. We went to go see him.
Felipe
on
Esparza is
her
coming into
birthday.
town.
I don't know who that is.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, what happened? Yeah, I get a text that's from her that's like, fucking, it's my birthday, and it fucking, and my friends left me here, out in the street
But it
at
seemed
the
like she
island.
was always using you for, like, the small amount of time that I spent with the both of you. It was mostly like, hey, take me here. Hey, take me there. Hey, buy me a drink. Buy me another drink. And, like, no affection towards you. I mean, not to call it out, but that's...
Yeah.
I never saw her once treat you like she was actually interested in you. Like, she was a... seemed like a gold digger, brother.
Yeah, but that's on me, because I kind of like being mistreated.
You like to be
That
the provider
way.
and helping, and
Yeah.
always be the one with the power, so to speak, in the relationship.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's
And then remember that one time, fucking, like, we were
you
in
went
a
to the
fucking...
beach.
She was at the island, and
We
I'm
went
like...
to the island
"Fuck, do I
once,
can-"
and like,
Yeah, we went together.
oh wow, that
I got her that tattoo on her fucking bosom.
No, you didn't. You paid
it was-
for
it was
a
a
woman's
henna.
tattoo. Oh, henna.
Yeah, and I'm like,
A hell no. I call those hell no tattoos.
I'm like,
'cause I
damn it,
don't
I'm
do
paying
it.
for it.
Nope.
I gotta fucking see some boob. And she's like, well, okay. Well, not some boob, but I gotta see
Please,
some
she
male.
was flatter than my little fucking 6-year-old boy.
From what you remember. But,
Yeah, whatever. I guess.
But no, there was...
I'm sorry, I was respectful towards you.
there
I didn't want
was
to check out your
that
girlfriend.
fucking one time that, fucking, we're about to get it on. Like, fucking...
Let's get it on.
And my phone rings. And I'm just staring at her. Right, I'm like... And she's looking at me like, I'm gonna answer that. And then I'm like, fuck, it might be important. I'm like, hold that thought. And I go, and I see it's you.
No.
And then I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Why
and
would
then
I be calling you?
I don't remember, but later on I fucking.
Are you sure it wasn't Tony Frank?
No. No, but anyways, no, later on I told you, I'm like, dude, man, I was fucking kind of busy.
Let me
and
let you
you're
know
like,
something right now, though.
What?
If you're about to get busy, and you get a phone call, doesn't matter how important it is.
That's what you said.
Don't answer.
That's what you said.
That's
I'm
number
like,
one.
And
That's
I'm like,
number
I
one.
know.
That's number one. Number two, if a phone call can stop it, and it's less than a 5-minute long conversation, you probably weren't getting any anyway. Let's just be real.
Yeah, because
She would have found a way out of that regardless.
And
did you ever get any from her? I mean, really though?
yeah.
Like a dry rub?
Well, I know
Like-
more than a dry rub.
Did you get a wet willy?
Like the finger in the air.
No, I mean, did your willy get wet, brother?
Oh!
Well, good. At least it wasn't a complete loss. You still have the memory of like good stuff.
Oh,
Was she?
yeah.
Now,
Oh, I had to
now, hold on. I have a theory about this. Flat chest, well, of a certain size cup, a certain size woman. I feel the more diminutive stature they have, they tend to lay there like a fish. Was she active at all? Was this an exciting experience for you?
I made sure she fucking did something.
But no,
I
okay.
did.
Now, if you insist it, right? But initially, she just lays there and take her, right? Right? I knew it. My theory holds up. Now, this is a theory I've been working on because I may have slipped around a little bit before I got married. I've been quite rambunctious in my pursuits of females. Now, and I've noticed that whenever they are a more attractive, diminutive, the smaller female, they're like, I'm pretty enough, I'll just lay here and let them do what they want to me. And if they're bothered by something, they let you know. But like, unless you're very direct with what you want, they won't be active. It's so strange. And then when I got to like girls with some shape on them, girls with some accents here and there on their bodies, they tended to want to move their body around. And I don't know if it's because they got more muscle mass or just, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's a theory I've been working on. You call in and email us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to bring
We
that
forgot
up.
about our email.
Yeah.
Please email us at completelyinappropriatepodcast.com. No, completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And let us know if this holds up in your experience.
The link to this
I'm
is
so interested in this.
CI podcast.
I think we could-
.podbean.com.
I think you could check us out on Facebook. We'll put up a post on there. I think I saw the other day you can ask questions on there and have people answer
Is
what they
it
think.
like an
Smaller-
Instagram where you have to have a certain number of followers?
I don't think so. I think it just goes in as a post.
Okay.
Like on like on Instagram where you can put the live post.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Don't need to discuss it. Anyway,
I
we'll
don't
figure
know.
this out.
We'll
We'll
figure it
figure
out.
out the social media stuff. Might hire somebody for that.
That would happen.
So yeah, so you end up with this. I'm so happy to hear that you got laid.
Yeah.
Just to begin now, that's a question for later. Never mind. Let me move on.
What?
I was wondering if you've been laid lately. When's the last time
Lately?
you've had any nookie?
Damn, I think it was about fucking 3 years ago. I think.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone through a dry spell. That's hard, but never.
Yeah, but
3
I haven't
years.
been
I think I did
actively
it almost
looking,
a year.
I haven't been actively looking for fucking any.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe I'm
It's
telling
weird
myself
once you.
that to
Well, it's
feel
weird
better
once you.
about myself.
I mean, because I never thought that my libido would slow down, and I've known like within the last couple of years, maybe because I'm more active doing other things now. I'm not solely focused on getting the nookie from the wife, but I've been a lot calmer. Although she may feel differently.
It's with age.
She's like, get off me already! You've had it way too much this month. That's 3 times. You're ridiculous. No, I'm just.
Oh, but it's
No, I got a good one.
it's a guy thing. Like once you hit 30, you lose about 1 to 2% of your testosterone.
Is that right?
Yeah, so that's what eats away your the libido.
Yeah, see, I've always been a naturally skinny dude, and I was always told, why don't you work out? Why don't you work out? Because everybody I know in their 30s, when I was young, everybody I knew that was considered an adult, that was healthy and fit in their youth, ends up losing all their health by the time they're 30 because they're burnt out of working out. They don't want to work out anymore. And then their testosterone drops at the same time, so they just immediately balloon. So it was a plan since high school that I was not going to start actually working out till I was in my late 20s, early 30s. And the only reason I started was because I gained some weight when my son was like 1 or 2 years old and saw a picture of myself. I was like, hey, it's time to do something. I wasn't trying to lose weight, I was just trying to get healthy because I was getting unhealthy. Like I had never been over 150 my whole life, and then all of a sudden I was 175. I was like, that's not bad, it's a good weight, but I wanted to tone it up. And then I went crazy with this running shit and lost all that weight and went back down to 150. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm 5 pounds heavier than I was when I graduated high school.
Yeah.
I think I'm down, I'm back up to like maybe 155. I think in the last couple months put on some weight, but
Well, you look pretty good.
I think I'm trying to get more svelte. I would like to find some muscles underneath my skin.
That was supposed to be an Indian accent, right?
I don't know. Russian. I was trying to go Russian. I don't. Just stop trying to guess my accents, people. It's no, you're never gonna figure it out. I haven't figured them out either.
Yeah. I think you were going for Austrian.
So we're talking about this sex, baby. Talking about you and me. Now let's talk about the future of sex. This was supposed to be talked about on our last podcast, but we ended up breaking it up into two because we enjoyed talking about you so much.
We get distracted easily.
And there's some filler conversation in between every question I got of you.
And it's just a fucking flow of conversation.
Well, since it's been about 2 episodes at least touching on you, let's talk about touching other things. I was watching this Whitney Cummings comedy special on Netflix, who I'm not a big fan of. She's a little hardcore in the feminine. Really, it's not even her feminist beliefs. It's her obsession with her dogs. Because, as she says, she has no kids, or her animals are.
That's most women.
Yeah, especially of a certain age, right? And anybody over like past their 20s, I think, tend to gravitate more to it. They start realizing they've only got a certain amount of time left. Which man, you hear them having babies later and later in life. I'm starting to think is just social.
The woman is on her
pressure.
sexual peak at 38, I do believe.
Which is much later than it used to be, I feel.
Yeah,
or at
for,
least
for guys, it's 25.
the way we talk about. No, 25, 45. I know guys that are like in their 60s still having kids.
Well, they're fucking studs. No, I'm not saying...
studs.
No,
They
fucking
got the studly
sexual peak,
stud
like when they're
beaks.
fucking at their most primed and ready.
Oh, most rambunctious, you mean? Like testosterone is peak and all that?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, I see what you're saying. Now, the reason I brought up Whitney Cummings was because she decided to go and get a sex doll, a legit real doll, sex doll meant for intercourse, and she went and put like this $40,000 computer, artificial head, like
Artificial brain.
an electronic head that like
Okay.
can talk, and it is the creepiest thing. It's not AI; it's all pre-programmed responses. It's got modes like flirtatious mode and jealousy mode. Cause
Really?
yeah, so awkward. But I'm not so concerned about what she's doing with it. It brought into my mind like, cause so what she was talking about was she bought it for her husband as kind of just a weird present, right? And the husband can't stand it in the house, and feels like it's looking at me all the time. It's creepy. And then she throws out, like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the comedy. She's like, but her boobs feel real, he says to her. Like, did you fuck my doll while I was out of the house? You know, she never actually clarifies whether or not he did. It's indicated that he didn't, but it makes me wonder, like, I even asked my wife about it. It's like, now if I had a doll that was you, it was made after you, looked like you, and I just used it to fuck when you weren't home, would you be offended? She's like, no, it's me. You're still looking at me.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be cheating.
Like, but if it doesn't look like you and it has a completely different body, it's wrong, right? Like, well, yeah, because you're lusting after somebody
It's like
else,
fantasizing
essentially.
over somebody else. It's like you're jacking off thinking of somebody else. That's literally what you're doing.
Yeah, it's odd. I'm not even comfortable thinking about it because I feel bad as if it would be cheating.
No, that's on you.
But it's like the same as masturbation. Like, well, look, you can. I always give her the option before I jack off. I'm like, hey, I'm about to jack off here because I need to get my rocks off. I feel a little pent up. Can you help me out? And she's too tired. She's to be like, no, I'm sorry. I'm like, well, okay, as long as you're okay with what's about to happen in that restroom right now before I shower. That's just the way it goes. When I laid down the law of the land, and she's been okay with it ever since. But it was a little bit of an issue at first. Just me masturbating on my own time. She's like, why do you have to do that? I'll take care of you. Like, and then she started working. It's hard to take care of somebody when you got other things to do.
Yeah. That whole fucking conversation about fucking AI fuck dolls fucking reminds me of that fucking scene in the movie Artificial Intelligence. I'm pretty sure it's Artificial Intelligence.
Yeah, AI with the Sixth Sense kid.
Yeah, and fucking reminds me of that one scene with robot Jude Law.
Yeah, you mentioned it was Jude Law. I had no recollection of that being Jude Law, and now that I think about it, just picturing Jude Law like robotic, it makes 100% sense. I still can't picture him as the robot. I feel like I remember some slicked back Astro Boy hair.
Yeah, but imagine
actually
that
similar to
being a
black.
fucking reality. Like, you know, you're fucking sex robot that you just rented is fucking trying to persuade you to fucking let him fuck you. You know, and you're fucking.
How sanitary is that? Because if they had like a desanitizing option in there where you hit a button and it desanitizes itself down there, what if it's accidentally applied while you're in intercourse, and then there's a desanitize button, you end up with a whistly clean whistle.
Well,
right?
it's a fucking.
Can you use it as a makeshift shower, a hobo shower, just fuck a doll and have a clean dick for your date later that night?
Maybe that's not a bad idea.
Hey, real doll, hit us up. We got some ideas for you.
What happened? No, but that would be a fucking future where fucking you'd be taking fucking AIDS NyQuil or whatever, you know, or like fucking
yeah. Like you just go get a shot, like, oh shit, I got HIV again. Time to take another pill.
Yeah.
Like, just my Magic Johnson compressed hair follicles or something.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, because he's got the Magic Johnson. He got HIV and still fucking outlived everybody. The fucker's gonna outlive Kobe Bryant. A motherfucker knows what the fuck he's got. Who is that comedian? There was a comedian. I know who it was. Damon Wayans or one of the Wayans brothers. Magic Johnson got AIDS and Rodman goes up to him like, motherfucker, you got AIDS. I'll spit in your mouth and accelerate your fucking your symptoms. Like, oh shit, that's so cool.
Fucking speaking of the Wayans brothers, the oldest brother, Ivory Wayans. I forgot his first name. I think Ivory's his middle name.
Ivory is a terrible name for a black person.
That guy, he has the same birthday as us.
He's another June 8th guy. You know who else? Kanye West and Justin Bieber.
Oh, I hate that.
Or no, Justin Bieber. I think Kanye West has my wife's birthday.
No. He's fucking June 8th too.
Are you sure?
Yes, I fucking tell chicks.
I think it's one of the other. Okay, then Justin Bieber I think has my wife's. Let's Google this. Yeah. Should we pause and Google? Nah, not that important.
Fucking yeah. So on my personal Twitter, I follow a lot of fucking celebrities that are birthday buddies with us. Like Nancy Sinatra and Nancy Sinatra.
No,
yeah, and
Sinatra's daughter. She has her own podcast too. Oh, is that his wife?
I don't know.
I only cared about his music.
I could never fucking pinpoint who exactly that is.
Even today, I hate. Everybody's always talking about like, oh, this person had a baby. Oh, this celebrity had a drug problem. I don't care. How does their work?
Yeah, no
like,
shit.
I don't give a fuck that Kanye West is starting a cult over in the hills of Los Angeles. Like, how's his music coming out?
Yeah.
Scoop diddy poop, whoop diddy whoop. It's sounding like shit. Maybe he should quit the cult. You know? Maybe he should stop worrying about teaching people shit and remember what it's like to make some music. Because he had fucked up for a little while there. And supposedly he's doing all better now. And, I don't know.
I haven't heard anything Kanye since I think he did that thing with Katy Perry, Alien.
You know, back when I was still somewhat religious, I didn't like Kanye West because he came out on the Rolling Stones cover as Yeezy or whatever, and he had the crown of thorns on his head, wearing all white, and it bugged the shit out of me. Like, you pretentious asshole. Like,
and now you don't care.
You can't dress like Muhammad. No, I still care. I still think that's fucked up. Like, you're taking somebody's deity and pretending as if you're that deity. Like, and you're not doing it in an artistic way. It's simply just to show people that you feel you are above them in this area of expertise.
Jesus is the son of a deity, not the deity
itself. Not if you're Catholic. If you're Catholic, he is the deity. There's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit are all...
That's the Holy Trinity.
It's the Holy Trinity. They are all God in different forms. And as far as Catholicism, not Christianity, Catholicism. If you're Catholic, you believe the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are all on equal playing fields. They're all the exact same thing in a different ideation.
Because that one prayer talks about how fucking Jesus is at the right hand of God.
Yeah, doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah.
I am the Son, I will be seated at the right hand of the Father. I was like, I thought you were the Father. But Catholic faith teaches you to hold him at the same pedestal. Christianity doesn't. That's why there's a lot of people that are Christian that are real anti-Catholic, like sternly, like, I'm Christian, but oh no, I'd never be a Catholic. They have pictures of people suffering, and they pray to Mary and the saints. They're like, well, if you want to get into it, really, you're not praying to the false idols. What you're doing is asking the spirits of these saints to pray on your behalf. Mm-hmm. It's like It's a checkpoint of sorts. Like it's like if you, hey mom, I'm going out for a job interview. Can you light a candle and pray for me? Exact same thing. Exact same thing as far as the Catholic faith goes. But the outside is they just hear, oh, you said the prayer to Saint Thomas today. Like that's
Blasphemy.
that's blasphemous. Like no. We're asking the saints to pray on our behalfs because they have a closer relationship with Jesus, being the apostles and the saints ordained by the Pope and whatnot. But that's not exact. See, everybody's angry about these little details of facts from other religions that they've heard in passing, and nobody looks up the little details that makes it not exactly what you're mad at. It's a little bit different. And if we were a little more inclined to take other people's books into account instead of just what somebody said about the books, you might learn that we're not all that different.
Yeah.
We're
Same
just
shit.
not. We're just not. And in the end, there's very few people that take these religious beliefs and like go at them wholeheartedly. The people that I know go to church the most are the least likely to act like it.
Yeah.
You know, I get asked all the time if I go to church because of the way that I espouse taking care of people and being proper to people. If they're being rude to you, instead of being rude back, why don't you ask them what's going on in their day? Why are they so upset? That is my common practice every day. And then as soon as I say, I don't really go to church, I'm actually kind of an atheist. I just believe that us as humans are responsible for taking care of other humans, because how else are we going to survive in this world?
Yeah, because you're disproving the narrative.
But everything I'm saying and everything they agree with, because they learned those same principles in the Bible, which is where I learned it from. And the reason I fell away from faith is because I realized these people that think that they're reading it and living their life by the Bible are being too strict with one thing and not strict enough with others. Like, people...
Nitpicking.
Yeah, they nitpick what they want to believe, and they espouse whatever they don't want to act on. It's just too much work. But it's not too much work to tell you what you're doing wrong. It's just too much work to fix what you're doing wrong.
But if you don't believe in God, then fucking you're not supposed to know the difference between good and evil. You're not fucking...
So is it good and evil to masturbate? It's according to the Bible, you can't spill your seed.
Good and evil are fucking
unwanted
concepts.
reasons.
You know,
Everything's a
fucking-
concept.
It's
Humanity, the life we lead, everything's subjective. I don't know if you're seeing orange or red on that Canon box for the video camera in front of me. I have no idea. My sister, don't know. She's partially colorblind. She tried those glasses on that correct the color blindness for people. She said it was insane. I never knew leaves had the leaves on trees had different colors. I had no idea. I always thought it was just one flat color on trees all the time. She didn't know there were yellows and hues of green that she never saw before. It's a beautiful thing to think that people are out there that literally, in the classic sense of the word, literally, for anyone who paid attention to the last podcast, see the world differently. And that's what we have to understand. It doesn't matter what you believe, what you were raised in the end. We could be taught the exact same thing, and we still see that law, that word, that world differently. And people have a hard time coming to terms with that.
God can cure your color blindness.
Right,
If
but
you just believe enough.
right, but if you're a Satanist, the devil can do the exact same thing. And their argument, I mean, the whole problem with Christianity, a big problem with Christianity is people say, oh, it's the devil acting on us. It's the lack of God. They're like, well, if you're saying that the devil has the power to make us do bad things and all we need to do is pray it away, then you're giving the devil quite a bit of power over God in certain situations. Which means you're not putting God above all else. You're putting God above all else when the devil's not fucking with him. As like saying the king has all power, but if his what do they call the people the king talks to?
Asshole.
His minions. If his minions want to fucking, surpass him, they have the right to, they have the power to do that. Like, I don't know, man. Religion is a finicky thing. I'm just trying to find it. I hope that anybody who is religious that hears me say that I'm atheist understands one thing, that I claim to be atheist because I don't believe in a certain religion, and I don't know if I believe in God. What I believe in is what every religion espouses, is constantly searching and looking for the right way to live. The proper way to live and a good way to live. God comes from the word good, or good comes from the word God. To be goodly is to be of God, or godly, whatever. So if we're just doing our best to be good, then by anybody's religion, we are doing our best to live right by God.
Be excellent.
So whether I'm an atheist or not, I like to believe that if God is out there, he'd respect the fact that I'm still looking for him. Or her.
Or that you're fucking
and then I'm still
being kind to fucking your fellow man.
Well, and then I'm
know?
still espousing the same ideologies that he has, that the book.
Yeah, so
the
him casting you out into fucking hell for not fucking fully believing in it.
Well, and it said in
the
the
fucking
it says
dick move.
Well, yeah, it says in the Bible too. Like it's only those who don't have understanding. Those who have no understanding of the Bible are essentially okay. Like they'll be admitted into heaven because they don't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I do not know any better. There are people that have flat out faith that believe that they know. If you have that knowledge, you feel you know, then you should be judged by what you know. And then that's for you and your God to decide. But as far as what I know, I've come to the terms that I don't know shit. I don't know for a fact anything. I know what I've been told. I know what I've been led to believe, and I know what I do believe in, but it doesn't lead me to believe unanimously, for a matter of fact, in a deity of any type. And if I'm going to espouse that there's any God in my life, it's that, according to the religion I was brought up in, God is in each and every one of us. We are all made in the image and likeness of God. So if that's the case, I should be treating you as if you were my God. You should be treating me as if I was your God. We should all be treating each other with the respect and reverence that God would bestow upon God, because that is what's written. So that's my religious beliefs summed up in 10 minutes. How did we get on that? So we got on that from sex dolls. Well, you know, we never said this was going to be a well-constructed podcast, just that we were going to try and put some structure into it. And we did touch on the subjects that we were planning on, so...
Yeah, we just let the conversation flow naturally.
Just letting it flow. Like these free flow people, have you heard about this? Now, here it was a joke, a feminist joke, that we shouldn't have to put
period
tampons...
joke.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about 1920s, I'm talking about the menstrual cycle.
Mm-hmm.
There was this free bleeding movement where you wouldn't wear pads and just let your blood drip down your leg for the day.
That's rude.
It's rude just for like the janitors and stuff that got to clean up after you, unless you're going to be doing it yourself. Like, I don't understand how that concept worked. It was supposedly a joke thing that was like kind of taken seriously by some sources, like this Area 51 stuff.
Yeah, that's
like the storming Area 51 to start off as a joke. Then you got those fringe people that are just all excited about storming Area 51.
Yeah, now the government has to take it fucking serious.
Yeah,
everything fucking proposed has to be taken serious.
And then they're like, we can't acknowledge or speak as to what we're going to do as far as if these people show up. You're just going to have to find out what the hell the military's about to do to you if you try to storm their base. Couldn't imagine what they do. Not like we've seen videos of water cannons and gas canisters being tossed to crowds before.
Yeah, when I saw that on the fucking Facebooks, I fucking commented, that's why God invented 50 cals.
Yeah, foolish. foolish fools. Although if you're believing in aliens, you believe in God.
Yeah.
This straight up became a religious podcast.
Fucking... Okay, some fucking assholes are like, fucking aliens don't exist because God created man and fucking God created the earth and all that bullshit.
What if Jesus was an alien?
Well, he came from fucking heaven. Technically, he's a fucking alien. Now, there are fucking assholes that do believe that fucking Jesus was an alien, that these gods that we pray to, whether it be Christian, Muslim, fucking whatever the fuck, that they are aliens, that they came from other planets. Like in fucking... This is why I love fucking that one stupid movie. What's it called?
Just that one, though.
Prometheus, which came out on our birthday back in 2012. Yeah, fucking... Oh, you should see it, fucking Prometheus. Fucking... I don't know, I find it to be fucking... fucking intelligent movie.
Alright, I'll check it out. No, I think it came out at the same time that movie Poseidon came out in, where the boat flips upside down and they gotta get out.
No, and I think that was 2010. I think.
Oh, the year that it came out?
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was around the same time. And when I see like too many boat movies come out at once, I usually only watch one. If I see too many action movies, I only see one. Like if they're too similar in like the space that they encapsulate in the movie, Oh, you know what happened with me? That was Gravity and that Matthew McConaughey and Sandra. Sandra Bullock.
No, McConaughey and Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, yeah, that was I saw that while I was getting new tires at fucking Firestone, and man, Anne Hathaway looked good with short hair. I love that look on her.
Yeah. But, Prometheus,
Anyway,
it suggests, I don't know if I should use that word suggest, but that fucking,
can't hurt.
we were created from fucking, these beings that they call engineers, which are fucking aliens from, fucking bumfuck Egypt, well not bumfuck Egypt, but fucking,
like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, there's a group out there and they're building our world on a speed.
But yeah, that every fucking culture had the same fucking image that was a map to the fucking stars were the fucking creator's home world. And that sounds a lot like ancient astronaut theory. The whole fucking Giorgio Tsoukalos fucking type shit, fucking ancient aliens.
Explain it. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, fucking, you never seen Ancient Aliens?
No, dude, I couldn't deal with that guy's hair.
Oh, he's not in every fucking episode.
You can't look like that and expect to be taken seriously.
But no, that
like,
fucking...
Look at us. We don't expect to be taken seriously here. We're not getting dressed up and decked out in our nines and whatnot.
Yeah. What happened? No, like in ancient astronaut theory, fucking, what happened? There's a race of fucking aliens called...
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki.
Okay, I do know something.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and that they fucking created us as a fucking slave race.
That makes sense.
Because depending on who you ask, fucking...
So the Egyptian pharaohs and kings were the Anunnaki, and
they were
slaves.
Descendants of fucking...
The god, the aliens.
Yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah, that's why
I get it.
fucking the thing exists about fucking royal blood. Or whatever, but like we said in the other podcast,
the same thing with Aryan blood too. That's why.
Blood gets diluted.
Hitler thought the same thing. The Nazis were going that same direction. They thought that they were a race of super powered aliens, pretty much, and they thought they'd be able to recapture that power. Yeah, it's insane, man. It's these things that we just force ourselves to believe we have the upper hand on another society, or that we have the upper hand in our own damn existence. People put too much stock in belief, man. Yeah, should believe. I feel like if you're gonna believe in something, believe in yourself, man.
Yeah, no shit.
Like what is it?
That great philosopher.
I think therefore I am.
Rex said again.
No, but it's a lot of people
just
repeat.
Have to
I think therefore I am, but it's not. I think
yourself.
therefore I am. It continued. I think therefore I doubt. Therefore I am.
Nah, some bullshit.
Like it's just something. I'm chopped that up.
Like how Darth Vader never said, "Fucking Luke, I am your father." He just said, "No,
I am your father."
Yeah. And then fucking assholes over here like, "Oh, fucking Mandela effect." No, it's just that fucking
the Berenstain Bears and the Berenstain Bears. Like no, everybody just spelled that wrong when they were kids.
People would quote it that way to give it context. Because if somebody just said, "Fucking no,
I am your father."
Yeah.
Who the hell was he talking to?
The fuck? Yeah.
No, he was saying because to Luke, I am your father. Like, and then it just shortened it like, Luke, I am your father. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Fucker, go watch the movie. Who gives a shit? I don't want to hear you say it. Let me see the movie.
Yeah.
Buy me the movie.
Yeah. And then the fucking opening of Prometheus is fucking beautiful because the fucking...
beautiful!
Yeah, the fucking engineer guy takes a sip of the fucking stupid black goo. Spoiler if you haven't seen it. Pretty sure you've seen it. But,
it came out in 2010. It's too fucking late now.
Those people. 2012, damn it. But anyways, no, the guy...
Wait, did you see that? That was all the fucks I had to give just fly out the window.
Oh, damn it.
Wow, that was beautiful. Almost like the movie Prometheus I never saw.
Damn it. I wasn't referring to you, I was referring to them.
Alright, so he drinks black piss.
Yeah, the fucking black goo, and he fucking starts to dissolve and everything, and that I'm like, that's divine suicide. The belief that fucking God fucking killed himself to create the fucking universe.
Well, hell. That's intense. That's intense. You ever see the movie 9?
With the
Ryan... No. What's his name?
Elijah Wood?
No. The one with the Green Lantern guy.
Oh, that's Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is in this movie 9, right? Big spoiler alert. I'm about to talk about this entire movie. So it starts off with him as one person. He's going through his life, and then all of a sudden he's another person going through his life, and then another person going through his life, like 3 different iterations of the same guy living different lives. And you're wondering how it's all coming together, and then he starts seeing like little notes about the 9, search for the 9s and 9s. And at the end of the movie, you find out that he's like, what the hell's going on to this one person that's been a constant in all 3 of the lives that he's sort of having clippets of memories of. And she tells him like, well, you need to understand something. You in this world, you're a 9, where everybody else around you is a 5 or a 6. Like, well, what do you mean? Like, well, if God is a 10, you're a 9. So you don't have control over everything, but you created this world. You created the world you live in, Earth, and the people here, and you fell in love with this so much that you decided you could come vacation here once in a while. And we'd have to come looking for you every 100 or so years because you just disappear in this role and you forget you don't belong here. You are a god. You created this world to enjoy and to take care of like a garden, but you've lost yourself in it. And it was just such a beautiful, amazing concept that we can just be lost in this world that we've created for ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, we're the god of our own life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have complete control of the things we have complete control over. And it's only when we decide that we've lost control is when we start losing our minds and losing who we are. So these movies, I mean, fuck, man. There's some intense movies out there. So yeah, that's our media info right there. I think we touched on everything. We got back into the personal info on you a little bit. We briefly touched on sex robots and decided to curve that into a giant religious discussion.
Yes,
which is fine. Hey, it's supposed to be completely inappropriate though. What's more inappropriate than going from sex robots to deities? Gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Prometheus, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, the fucking sequel was a fucking mistake.
I love how you're dedicated on getting this information.
No, because fucking, what the fuck is his name? Fucking.
We're wrapping this up. We're not going on about your.
To the fucking fans, like, yo, you want to see the alien? I'll give you the fucking alien.
I'll give you an alien? Ha ha ha. Okay.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
I'm cutting that out, by the way.
Social media.
I'm cutting out this last bit of Prometheus
cut out what
bullshit.
you want.
All right, just for the audio cast, you can figure out your shit with the YouTube. This all fell apart this last minute. What the hell?
Oh yeah, 2 minutes.
So that was our podcast for today, I guess. We had a good time.
So we will be uploading this on Wednesday.
This episode will be up on Wednesday. Yeah, it doesn't matter to you because you'll be hearing this on Wednesday when it comes out. So, so yeah, that was Prometheus.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Beautiful fucking movie.
Beautiful movie?
Yeah, so is Lucy. Lucy's a beautiful fucking movie.
Oh, I saw that. It was a little too much like Limitless at the beginning, but it really got good towards the end.
Yeah.
When she started becoming more than more, it was really, really righteous, dude. Man, that's so epic. I love her little, but that Jersey accent she has at the beginning. Like, why is that so attractive? Why? I don't understand it. Like from Don John, or what was it called? With
with fucking that one guy from Third Rock from the Sun.
With Robin from the future Robin from Batman. I was so mad they didn't end up making him Robin in the new Batman movies.
Yeah, well.
Like they led us to believe in Dark Knight or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's our podcast today. We got through a little personal info, more with Frank. We touched on the sex robots like we promised, but steered that right into religion like we should because it's what's more inappropriate. And we had our media talk. You guys enjoy that? These segments working out for you? Let us know. Hit us up at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com. We are on Instagram at CI Podcast and Twitter at completelyinap. That's completely INAP, all one word. On Twitter. So hit us up. Find us on Podbean, Stitcher Podcast, Google Play Store, and of course on iTunes. We might be on a couple other things that I'm forgetting, but hey, we'll get there. Oh, Spotify. Find us on Spotify too. Yeah. Apparently that's a big one. Have you heard of this company?
Well, I don't have Google Play on my stupid phone because it's in Motorola.
Yeah, when I switched to iTunes, I transferred my music over from Google Play. Not that we have anything against Google Play, just, you know.
We love you, Google Play.
We love all of you. Everybody take it easy.
And I
hope you enjoyed us. No, we did. We enjoy ourselves quite a bit.
And Podbean. We love Podbean.
Are you just yes? Okay, we love them all.
Mm-hmm.
We love all of you because God is in each and every one of us, and it's our job to love the God in each and every one of you.
Yeah, we're like fucked up, twisted Mr. Rogers says.
Devilish. So devilish. Take it easy, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Did we hit record?
Yeah.